It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from the Superdome. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 56 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hampton. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to throw now. Young. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Second down and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 off. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This is 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hampton, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young will set to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 87 yards.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Group being able to add the PAT.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw, Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have...
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints have taken the lead.
A point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
78 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Young.
He'll find McMillan here.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Touchdown!
Jaden Reed
from 19 yards away.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. In motion right is Wilson. Throwing is Rattler. Going to look deep for Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Sam Wilson, 34 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. They run the counter. Hampton. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Young. This is caught by McMillan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Up the middle they go. Hampton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Third down, Young from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Staying on his feet. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. We'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Olave motioning to the left. To the air once more is Rattler. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Nifty move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Now Rattler. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hill. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Kamara up the middle. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now 2nd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. The 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Groupie for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Young. Johnston hauls it in.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Saints, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.